So thank you for being here and coming in your heart space as we open it up fully with the breath. As we just relax, closing our eyes and feet firmly on the ground, on Mother Earth. Breathing in light. And breathing out light. Breathing in love. And breathing out love. Breathing in healing. And breathing out with the knowing we are healed. For healing ourselves is why we are here, in all ways. Healing our physical body, emotional, spiritual and mental. Becoming our own doctors each day. As we have doctors there if we do not address ourselves. As we call in our guardian angels and the archangels of light who come in their beautiful rays of the rainbow and the luminous colours from pearlescent white, bringing crystals for us as they place them all around us. Aquamarines, purple jades, clear quartz, auroras, rose quartz, rubies, amethysts, emeralds, sapphires, citrines and diamonds, all around the floor and in pillars in the temple space. We are in the Divine Healing Temple today, with light coming in, sanctified healing light from the Masters, Metatron, Melchizedek and Michael, the Trinity, making the Merkaba temple around us in gold. Archangel Raphael brings forward his healing wand first and places this before you, and then behind you, and then to the sides of you, making a cocoon of emerald light in which you are sitting. As this beautiful green, rich colour soothes the organs, the lungs, pancreas, liver, stomach, intestines, heart, brain, the meridians and nervous system, as purple comes in your healing chamber. Purple for transmuting any blockages, any blood clots or negative mucus attachments in the body and even externally in the aura. Allow the purple to cleanse. As pink now comes in, filling your chamber or pillar that's surrounding you with a beautiful smoky pink, a bright baby clear pink, like smoke, moves around you, dissolving any negative attachments or entities, implants, thoughts that are lodged in your 7-body system and amplifies love in your being, in the heart chakra, the higher heart, and now the new green-blue heart. We have 3 heart chakra systems now. This new one in the core, the aqua green, center of the green heart, is activated in those who are working with 5th dimensional energies and onwards. It is a blue, beautiful, bright crystal color. See this opening and activating. It stabilizes the love frequency in you without any wobble like we have had in the past. As we come in and out of other people's frequencies or places, our heart has always had a wobble, adjusting to others' frequencies and situations, emotions and their feelings. Now we can stabilize our own love, remain this in our being as a pillar of strength. We have Archangel Uriel coming in, working on the base chakra, the chakra of foundation, where we have held all our genetic lineage, our thoughts on our upbringing that have stabled us through life, our schooling systems, our teachings, our structures are in this square chakra. And we know these structures are all changing. Therefore, we're all feeling a shift in the base chakra greatly. As we try and remain with our feet on the earth through these great changes in the grids. They place beautiful crystals on your feet, 2 rubies on the left and right, to help stabilize the chakra. For this is also where the Kundalini and the masculine and feminine Kundalini or snake sit. The base of these energies called Shan and Shah, masculine and feminine. Many of these are beginning to awaken as they rise through the chakra system, entwining, coming together, expanding into the next chakra where they come together, then out again, expanding, then coming together in the next chakra and expanding, and so on. As we unify the masculine and feminine polarities within ourselves, within all the dimensions that are connected in these chakra portals, as there are 7 steps in each chakra, and between each chakra there are 7 layers that we work through. So many of the energies in the base chakra are changing and growing and are ready to lift into the new ways and the new world that is now being activated, anchored here. The new world is made up of the higher consciousness, which seems to have been in the ethers forever, but is now lowering down into the 3rd dimensional grid system. So the changes are great upon the earth at present, in all countries. No country is left out. Each country was designed originally to be holding a chakra for the earth. And these chakras were given and blessed and protected by a certain star system that overlooked these races. But in the last 100 years, the people from each country have intermingled, interacted, crossed and even lived in other lands, which has now and still to this day created a lot of changes in the planet with mixed cultures, perceptions. Different races have different beliefs and religions, different ways of healing. Too many religions can destroy spirituality. But as everyone around the globe has merged with one another, each country has gone through suffering and also through great benefits of learning and understanding other cultures. There has been ways of learning new cuisines, beautiful foods, clothing, styles, architecture, methods of development, ways of healings, languages, so many things each country offers is now all mixing. No wonder there is chaos on the earth. And it was designed to be this way eventually, but not all in the way of the economic structures, which has unfortunately dominated the world. The economy and the industry of who owns what and what it's worth has dominated the real spiritual, natural ways that each country had growth in, forgetting about the lives and communities of families, the love of the neighbours, the animals and plants that each country held as the dominating forces had seemed to have put the smaller ones into a slavery system where everything is upside down. Science has developed many things, but has also created more havoc by giving off false interpretations of discoveries and hiding the truth. Religions have dominated and destroyed the spiritual meanings. All of this is now coming to the fore in this great cleanse. And many souls have chosen to be here in this, to watch and see what will occur in this creative chaos. There are many distractions for each individual. We are dominated by internet, social media, that many individuals are losing their way as an independent, unique soul. Their sovereignty is diminishing, and it is time to see some true, real, good leaders that work for the benefit of humanity as equal. We all have the same intestines, bones, but the uniqueness is our soul, which is the personality and how we express ourselves through this vehicle. This is the part of us that makes us unique and different to any other, for it is natural. Like the flowers in a tree, the fruit are all unique, but come from the one trunk. And as the tree, it needs its roots to deepen into the earth for stability, just as each country needs to come back into its own for a period of time and look after its own to stabilize its trunk. We need to look after our own backyard before we look after Mr. Jones's next door. And when our own backyard is complete or in order and balance with the universe, we can then take care of another. Your core family, your job situations, you're given a job of service, and that is enough. We can't all take on the roles of everyone else's anymore. For the time has come to step back into our center and activate these new blue aqua stars within each soul and heart, and to learn to love each other and one another as a unique individual, for then we can become one, with respect for each other's unique purpose and gift that they have brought to the planet. For we have all been stagnated in this chaos, for many things have been hidden from us. We have all paid too many taxes, too much for our petrol, our food, our services. Where there should be an equal share and fee amongst all. This is all coming, for after all of this chaos has organized itself again back into the new mandala, we will see a brand new earth here, living in peace and harmony, as the new children are bringing in these new codes ready to plant. They have come from the alignment of the suns. They travelled on that pathway when the suns were aligned since 2012. And many came in earlier at the dawning of this cusp. Therefore, the frequencies they have in their DNA will activate those here already. Bringing a big shift to the world. The cleanup will still occur. We still need to eradicate the fossil fuels, use instruments that work in harmony with Mother Earth, collect all the plastic. There is no need to make any more. We can reuse what we have. There is enough of everything. We don't need to make so much in the industries anymore. There are enough cars, there is enough bottles. We need to save them and reuse them so the industries don't need to keep making them, causing smoke, gases and pollutants. Recycle or reuse what we have. Otherwise we are wasting. There is too much waste some of the things we throw out to recycle get used in waste and don't get recycled properly. But it is still changing and coming. More intelligence and inventions. Most of the plastics we see in the ocean has killed off thousands of fish, whales and dolphins. We have lost sea life, bird life, animals. It needs to be all cleaned. And it is starting to happen. But it is not the pressure of the young ones. They did not do it. It is the older ones' responsibility. And it's the older ones that have all the things they need already in their cupboards, in their wardrobes, in the op shops. For we are the ones in the middle of the older ancestors and of the new young ones being born. We are the rainbow bridges. We are in between the greatest change we will ever see on this planet. Those in the middle age. We have also never seen so many illnesses, cancers. And half of these we are finding out are not true, but are a way to make the Pharisees or pharmaceuticals an industry of its own. The medicines, there are some that work, sure, but there are many that don't, and are just sugar tablets that are given to our elders to satisfy the mind over matter. For the mind is the consciousness. It is your greatest tool. It directs the soul and is intertwined with your soul, which is intertwined with your chakra system to guide and direct your body. To control the mind is occurring on the planet through the AI that is coming in, programming that is infiltrating through the masses with false medias. People are not always informed correctly. We need to strengthen our own intuition. We were born with this. It is your antenna, so we can discern and decipher what is right and wrong. And we are in the time of Libra at present, so the focus is all on this for this month. The scales that weigh up the world as we carefully analyse and judge what is right and wrong and fair and bring justice and equality, democracy, all those things that humanity stands for, that puts those in the seats of the governments. We want governments that speak truth, that look after their people. Governments that share real knowledge and wisdom, which hasn't been seen for years, 30 years. Things have been distorted, put under the rug, in the sake of the economy and money and greed, causing suffering to humanity. We need the governments to look after the homeless, the sick and the ill, the hospitals. Give employment. People need a purpose in a job. Purpose brings positive change to the planet. Without purpose, man and woman feel like they are unworthy and unneeded and don't have a direction, a mission or a goal. Our purposes and our jobs have been taken or given away, and without sounding racist, given to those in other countries first. But it's all part of the change, for they need the purpose also. We need to create more employment, not give all the jobs to the robots, which will control us with the AI if we do. Robots don't operate in love. They are for the mind. They are a necessity in the world today and bring great interaction with other countries, with businesses that are fair. They bring intellectual changes, discoveries, awarenesses, and great changes in growth. With biology, we can self-diagnose ourselves these days with the help of the internet and the information given. They are remarkable, but as long as they don't dominate your day, when you need to walk in the garden, look at the sky and the birds, breathe the air, and remember that you are a human in a body that is made of earth, with elements and minerals, and needs water and green foods and fruit, which cleanses, and vegetables that heal, and other people around you to hug and to love and share wisdoms with. We are at the cusp of great changes that this planet has ever seen. And we have star beings around us too, but they still won't land officially until they see our planet without war for a 50-year period. They wait in the realms of the stars until we sort out our own backyards. And until war is not on the planet for 50 years, will this planet see great change. There are pockets where there are no war, and these are dominating the earth, which is wonderful. But there are still wars in other pockets. And those pockets that don't have war are focusing on military, putting the people's monies into these subjects, which is not where humanity really want them to be put. Yes, there is great things happening on the planets. But when we see more truth In the offerings that the governments do give us, they give us free Wi-Fi, but we know it's not really free. There's always been some sort of catch to keep us having to pay things beyond what we can afford. The Australian Constitution, way back in the 1900s, was a book so thick of good materials from the Majesty, the Queen, with the Commonwealth of Australia. And because it was in place for so long until 1970 was removed, we had seen our country fall. For the throne represents God on the planet. Not saying the Queen does, for there have been many beings put on top of this throne that have had other agendas. But the actual throne itself was a connection from the Celtics, the Devas, from all nations, directly to God, which has caused a lot of wars with the Romans, with all sorts of cultures, bringing armies, conflict, which comes from division. Division of the minds and the cultures. Divisions in the parliaments, what they offer, cause more separation and distortion in those that are trying to vote. We need to keep the law basic and simple, just as Moses did. The necessities of life. Back to basics. For this allows the heart to dominate the head. And although we are in a time of discovery and learning so much about other cultures, other ways of science, in all aspects, soon we will realize, once we are through it, that we are all the same. We are all earthlings. And we all have love and feelings. We all are born from two parents, a mother and father. We all came here from the heavens and are made from dust. We go back to dust, and then we go back to the heavens. This planet is a jewel in the cosmos, the emerald jewel, which is becoming the aqua emerald jewel, the divine jewel, a divine mother, starship. And look at all her children. What a mother. There's been no other mother like her. And we are blessed to be here. Our life is a gift. As we watch the young ones come in, the newborns, with their bright auras, faces and smiles, we see these pure souls coming into the world. And we think, thank goodness The worst is behind us. For their future is looking beautiful and great. They say next year, 2020, we will receive the 2020 vision of what it's all about. And we will start to see some great changes until 2023. And then we will be able to breathe again. Because the changes are happening fast. Faster than many of us can stand. We just have to learn to go with it and ride this wave, for we are fluid. And let it do its job. Assist when we can. People that come to us with questions, we give answers when we can. Help when we can. Help that old lady cross the road. Or someone who's dropped something. Or someone who needs a healing. And this will return the power of the flame that is in our hearts. The blue flame. For the blue flame is the inner flame of Mother Earth in her heart, hidden in the halls of Amenti. Some great beings such as Thoth wrote about this blue flame in the emerald tablets, which were crystal. There was lots of emerald under the ground where he lived, which may not have been Egypt. But this blue flame dimmed when the stargates were closed at the fall of Atlantis. And because it was dimmed inside Earth, when Mother Earth lost her inner sun, the blue flame, we all felt it and also dimmed our flames to be in resonance with her, so she could attract many souls from around the galaxy that needed this awakening. They would resonate with this earth and come for this grand awakening, the activation of the blue flame in us all. As your guardian angel now puts in the palm of your hands a blue sapphire, almost an indigo pale blue, the most beautiful blue stone you've ever seen, in the palm of your hands, as a keystone, for you, for whenever you wish to travel into Mother Earth's heart or into your own blue flame and awaken this knowledge. Which is the flame of the blue ray of wisdom. And we hope and pray that it activates in all of humanity. And there would be those that have choice that don't want to activate it or even learn about the wisdom of the earth that had come for different reasons. And that's okay. They will go where they need to go next, to to another similar vibrating earth. But as Earth's flame is activating, she will be vibrating higher from now on. The crystalline grids have all been put in place. You have all been part of this and are congratulated for the work. As crystal temple workers, light workers, activists and pillars of strength and consciousness, from the fifth dimensional onwards, the Christ consciousness. There are many grid systems, because around this planet is a unified field called the electromagnetic torus field, which has grid points in it because it's crisscrossed all over. Those grid points are activating points, and there are 12 main ones on the planet, which is where the crystal skulls have been placed, which are the little antennas for the star beings. Not so much for us, so the star beings can monitor us and see that we are all right here. They don't need to be put at the main temple all together, because their light is grander than one spot. And there are many other beautiful, amazingly large crystals around the planet, holding the grids to make things evolve with grace and ease as much as possible. Things won't get too chaotic. You're in good hands. It's all under control now by the celestial angels. All will be well. And all is in divine order. And now we come back to our beings in the temple. We see before us a beautiful rose quartz woman from Venus, wishing to bring you a pink flame just for balance at the moment. For you are from the Venus star, the goddess and Mother Earth's sister. She brings you a rose quartz heart crystal and places that in your left hand, and wishes to speak of the flames. For there are many flames in people that you connect with. There are soul flames or soulmates in which you have 20 or more. These are people that you live with, have karma with, contracts with, real experiences with, as they teach you lessons. You may marry a soulmate. Soulmates and soul flames. There are twin souls in which you only have one of these as a person on the earth, usually, somewhere in which you may find If you have worked through all the soulmate lessons and are ready to do your earth mission, that is the soul, twin soul, and then there is the twin flame, who is your tantric partner, who helps you raise your kundalini and clears out things between your chakras. He is your, or she is your kundalini partner. Your tantric is your twin flame. And then there are the archangelic flames, the celestial flames, the kingdom flames, who are in other people. There is 12 of them. So altogether you have 44 other flames. You're one of them, so 43 in your soul flame monadic orb. And these get activated as you have relationships with people. And this is a whole other body of work, different to the work you do with your job, although they may be a work colleague, but it's on another level in your consciousness. This is all opening for people on the planet now, because we are coming in and are in the 5th dimension. We will meet those we resonate with for our soul. So the pink quartz crystal you were given is for this. It may be an angel or a heart or a ball. Trust what you see, because you will know individually what you're given. As the beautiful Venus guide disappears now, waves goodbye with Archangel Raphael, who's completed the healing today. And the 3 M's, Metatron, Melchizedek and Michael, above us, hold the template and give you a star. And wish for you to know that you are always blessed and watched over by angels, guides and masters in the higher realms. You here are a small part of a greater picture, living in a simultaneous world, and have other worlds going on around you that you don't necessarily need to worry about, but they affect you. And the more you work with the higher beings, the more they can assist you and inform you. A beautiful Arcturian being in silver comes forward with flowers from Arcturus. These flowers are crystal like sugar. They place them at your feet, honouring you for your work. As some of you will travel to Arcturus this week in your sleep, to be given a divine dispensation by the angels of Arcturus and be shown their beautiful angel temple beneath the sapphire crust that is on the planet next to the Arcturian sun. This is a beautiful sapphire planet, closest one to the sun, where the angels live, seraphims, who wish to show you a gift in here. You'll go one night this week if you wish, while you're sleeping, with your guides and guardian angel always, of course. Lord Sananda blesses you now on the forehead with a little gold cross. He knows who is his, he says. He knows his people, and one day will gather his flock. Stay well. Beautiful times are on the planet. Blessings to you all. Namaste. And may God force be with you always. Namaste.